So I got to travel as part of the American Bangladeshi Youth Leadership Program. I'm a teacher, and I traveled with 30 students from the United States to Bangladesh. And we met up with 30 students who live in Bangladesh and go to the English medium school called Scholastica. And this program was made possible through a partnership between Scholastica in Bangladesh and World Savvy, a nonprofit in the United States, and the Department of State, which helped to fund a majority of our trip. And it was 30 students from the United States who traveled there along with 5 educators. And a lot of people think that Bangladesh is part of India, but it's actually not. It has India on 3 sides, but it's its own little country. And I lived in Dhaka for about a month, and you can see it right there. Why did I go? First of all, I love to travel for free, and I apply to many travel grants. There's a lot out there for teachers and students to travel around the world to study different things. I also think that global citizenship is really important, and that too often borders divide us, and borders are so political and steeped in history, but they change as times change, and they end up dividing families and communities. And I really enjoy this idea of global citizenship and think it's so valuable and to connect people around the world. I had also never been to that part of the world. The closest I have ever gotten was Japan and Turkey, and neither of those places are close to Bangladesh or very similar. I also wanted to learn more strategies for teaching students outside of the classroom as well as inside. I think that experiential learning, authentic learning experiences, getting outside of the classroom walls is so important, and I was excited to learn new strategies about how to do that effectively with students. And finally, I wanted a better understanding of the global crisis of climate change. I've always loved the environment and spent a lot of time outdoors, but I wanted to understand more what humans are doing to the environment and then how we are adapting. And Bangladesh is right at the center of adaptation regarding climate change in the world. So what did I see? Those just tell some of the stories that I have from my travels there, and I'm not going to focus on those in this presentation, but I did get to meet Professor Yunus. I did spend a week on a temporary island called a char. I got to eat, or had to eat, for 5 hours one day, the fullest stomach I've ever had. Floated through a mangrove jungle, and I met the Picasso and Elvis of Bangladesh, and worst, I barfed on a plane 20 times. One of the side effects of international travel.